The world is wide. Let's make it closer. With smart planning and a touch of magic, Ash knows travel. Welcome to the future of travel.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, walkthrough, and insider tips to help travel advisors book smarter and build confidence. And tonight is all about definitely building confidence because I'm about to show you System.io, which is like the ultimate warehouse for websites, funnels, client information gathering, just like leads. Just wanted to cover everything tonight, and I'm actually going to go in and show you how to just like actually set up the system, how it works, and even go into far details how it can actually work for your travel business. So if you're live here, you already know what to do. Go ahead and comment hello in the chat so that I know that you stopped by. And if you happen to be catching this on a replay, I still want to know that you were here. So make sure you comment replay in the chat so I can say hello. So let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? So tonight, how I'm going to do this is I want to explain System.io to you before I just walk you through it. I don't like to do trainings where it's just like me clicking around and you trying to follow me. I don't want to do that. So what I want to do is explain how System.io works, how it can work for you, and then I'm actually going to go in and build like the simple features of what it can do and how it can actually work for you inside of your travel business. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So, a lot of people that are here tonight are probably feeling overwhelmed by tech. Yes. I feel like technology is forever changing, and that can be very scary and overwhelming to new agents. And I want to say before I get started, System.io is a free website slash funnel slash lead kind of system, but it does have paid features that I will discuss later on, but this can definitely work if you're a new agent, but it can be a little advanced in the settings of having to take time and actually build it. There's no coding or anything like that we're going to cover, but I do want you guys to know that what I'm teaching on tonight for System.io is free. Okay. But when it comes to technology, most agents are overcomplicating their websites and funnels, so they just stop. They normally don't build a website or a funnel because it's just too much, and I totally understand that. But for what I've learned from System.io, I've been using it now for roughly about almost 2 years now. But what I've learned from System.io is that you don't need five different tools. You just need one whole system that can kind of do everything for you. And it's very simple, which kind of makes it to where you can consistently use it without feeling all of that overwhelming. Now, what is System.io? Well, honestly, it's an all in one online business platform. It combines funnels, websites, even you can do emails, you can do automation with rules, you can do blogs, and honestly, it's very beginner friendly and it has a lot of just drag and drop tools. You don't have to be like a coder or like an advanced website builder to use this. It kind of gives you the ability to just kind of plug and play different things that you want to add to whether it's your funnel or the blog site that I'm going to show you that you can actually use for a website tonight. It's pretty cool. But what I want to get to, it's very easy to use, and it's probably one of my systems that I use the most for when it comes to tracking leads on my team building side. Now, what I'm going to show you tonight can work either for team building. If that's what you want to use it for, that's great. You can make different accounts. If you want to do one for team building, one for travel, you can do both. I'm working on the travel part because I want to have a way to collect my leads automatically, more than just my actual system that I use now. So I will show you both ways, but honestly, it's good for whatever you want to use it for. Now, inside that platform, it really has everything that you need. So you can build sales funnels, you can create full websites, you can collect leads, you can send automated emails, host blogs and different content. You can also connect your custom domains to it. So if you don't want to use like when you set it up automatically, it'll give you like System.io, like it'll say like mine says dot travel with dash, and then it has like words underneath it. You can use that for free, But later on, if you want to buy your own domain and connect it, you can do that. And I will show you later how to connect the domains, and kind of give you tips and tricks, because it's a little hard, but it's not too hard, but it can get a little frustrating. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do it, for me, and then I will also go in and explain how the emails work, because the emails go along with the domain. Okay. But in general, its ideal goal is to replace multiple paid tools that people would use. Like, you would have to pay for a funnel if you want to use it, right? You have to pay for the website. You have to pay to collect leads and what to do with them. All of that is technically free inside of System.io. Now, as you grow and if you want to add more to it, you can buy like their other plans. But honestly, it has everything that you need. Now, I'm going to switch my screen real quick, and I'm actually going to go into System.io because I already have it pulled up. But I want to use this moment to explain what goes into the free plans and what's the other ones and all of that. So the free plan, is great. It has up to 2,000 contacts. I'm only up to 400, and you could go and delete them if they get too much, right? You can have up to 3 sales funnels. You can have up to 15 steps total with all those sales funnels. You can have a blog. You can have a course if you want to have one of those. You can have your own store. You can have store products. Now, obviously, if you get bigger, you want to add more, but you can have up to 3 automatically on here. You can have one automation role. I'll explain that. One workflow, and then one tag. This is the part that limits you on System.io. So my tag is for team building, but if I wanted to use a tag is basically like how I identify them. So if they're a new prospect, that's a tag, right? But that tag is going to tell them how to run the workflow and how to do the automation. So this part right here is free, right? But if you want to do team building, you want to do like, then you want to do sales, and then you want to do like a different funnel, like it's not going to work because it only allows one tag. This is the part that holds you up, other than the steps. Okay. If you have a problem with steps, just build it all on one page. But you have to keep in mind this is the limitations of this system. And if I'm talking and you don't understand what I'm saying, then you're going to have to play around with it, because this is advanced. I can't help anybody outside of this build funnels or build websites. That's why I'm just doing it here on a like mutual platform, because I don't have time to mentor a bunch of people. I'll be honest with you. It's a lot. There's a lot of you and one of me. Okay. So what I'm showing you, if you don't understand it, talk to ChatGPT. Have them break it down to you. You can actually go in and as far and build the entire thing for you, and it will tell you what to click. That's how I learned how to do System.io. I also watched a lot of YouTube, different videos on how to do System.io. So if this doesn't make sense, you need to stop and do that, okay? But I'm going to keep explaining it as if we understand, because I don't have more time to break it down even further. But a tag is how you identify people. You can have one. If you want to have a higher plan, the next one starts at $17. I used to pay for it, but now I just do like different accounts. That just, it makes more sense, right? Okay. So you can have one tag, but with this one, you can go up to 10. So then you get new prospect, new client, advanced client, already booked. Like, you can do all those type of tags too. But the tags really help, because with the tags, I can add an a campaign. Okay. So if I tag a new prospect, I can send them like 6 emails for being a new prospect. Like, that's what the tags do. Okay. Now, with this one, the free plan, I only have one email campaign, which I use. You could have one click upsell, that's for your funnel. Order bumps, that's all for like, just different types of like store products and stuff, right? As well, that's also going to be store products. And then A B testing is the titles and the paragraphs testing. You can do one of those. Coupon codes, we already know what that is. I do the custom domains. I don't run evergreen webinars. Honestly, I have went all the way to purchasing the evergreen webinar. I've always learned with the funnel, I don't have enough people going to it to have an evergreen webinar. We have corporate presentations, so don't waste your money on this, because you could just send them to a corporate presentation. That just makes more sense. Okay. Communities, you can have your own community inside of there. And then you have up to physical, 50 products, one pipeline, and then calendar events, and even students. Students is what I used to do for my course, which I'll show you guys that too. But basically, it covers a lot, right? And it's free. And that's why I like to teach it to you guys, because if you're looking for a way to build like a website, a blog site, or a funnel, this is one of your opportunities. And it collects the leads, and you can actually do something with the leads as you use the system. So we'll teach you this, okay? But let's go back over here. So I'm not done explaining it because I don't want to just jump in and start clicking. So you guys now understand everything that it does. Yes. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is how this works for you. So it works great for two different things, for travel sales and team building. It's easy to duplicate the funnels. I'll show you guys, you can share funnels, you can duplicate funnels, you can make funnels of like different types in there. It gives you a very clean professional look, and it's affordable compared to other platforms. Like if you want to go to like go high level to build a funnel, it's like $90 a month. We don't have time for that, right? This funnel that I've built inside mine works great, and you guys can build your own just like it. Now, along with that, it grows with you. So when you first start out, you can do like the beginning, then you could get more advanced. Like what I'm going to show you is probably going to be more advanced because I've used it for so long. But you can start out with simply just building a website that has a couple of pages and then adding more and then like growing into it. It's a great, great setting. Okay. So with that, what does it do mainly? The funnels and the websites. The funnel is a different from a website, and I want to explain the difference and why you might think you need both or which ones you want to decide you want to use. Okay, but with funnels, it's literally meant to like start at like broad and then narrow them all the way down to where they're either making a purchase, like booking with you, or if they want to join your team. So it has one goal, one path, and its main goal is to convert somebody all the way to deciding on your sale. The other way is the website. Website, it comes with multiple pages. It has your branding, your credibility. It has a long-term content hub that just kind of holds everything inside of it. Okay. Now, what I will tell you honestly, I know it says you need both, and System.io does both. Yes, essentially you kind of do need both, but I don't expect you to build both at the same time. Okay. The reason I want to say that is because I don't want you to sit here and leave this and go, all right, let me go build this right now. Now, build into it. Build which one you feel that you need more. Maybe you already have a website, then you want to build your website over here later to save money. Sure. But if you already have a website, then work on a funnel. If you don't have either one, I would say work on a funnel first because it's way easier to build a funnel than it is to build a website. Okay. Now, funnels, speaking of them, are your automated sales team. So if you want to use your funnels for travel, you can use it as a travel inquiry funnel. And if you don't know what that is, let's just go to ChatGPT and say, hey, I just got system.io. Wait, let me tell it. Let me tell it to. Sorry, I want to tell it that I'm using it for a training because it's going to be like, you just got system.io. No, I don't want to confuse it. All right. So, and I want to build a travel sales funnel. Can you help me? Here we go. Now watch what it does. Here's it. It already did it. Okay. So I just signed up. Are there any good? Yes. How to explain? Oh, wow. It actually tells me how to break it down as trainers. Stop. No. No. Build the funnel. Silly. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Now it's actually going to tell me how to build the funnel. Literally, create the funnel, click it. It's going to build the first page. This is your landing page. Example, plan your adults only Caribbean getaway. Add a form. Connect the thank you page. Add automation. Like, do you see how it does that? And I'll say, okay, now how could I do this for a travel inquiry to sell funnel? Okay. Yep, this is where most agents mess it up. Yes. Okay, so we start with a travel inquiry. This place replaces random DMs. Okay, headline, thank you. Okay, now it's putting it still as I'm a trainer because that's what I told it to do. But what I want you to understand is that it's literally going to tell you exactly how to build it. So if you worry about that or whatever angle, book with me page, inquiry, build the trust, turn it into a sell. It tells you exactly what to do. Okay. This is what I'm saying. So if you're in that situation where you're like, I don't know how to build a travel inquiry sales, please use ChatGPT because I don't know how to build one either, but it'll tell me how to. Same thing, right? Quote request funnels, group trip funnels. Ooh, that's a good one. If you want to use it for group trips, that would be great. Yeah, this would be think about that. Team building funnels. I have one of those. I'll show you that. workshop or training signups. Okay, if you are one of those people that want to do those workshops on TikTok lives, that's what this is. You can do that too. Okay, a lot of people spend thousands of dollars trying to build a funnel when you could just do it for free on here. All right, now website. Okay, your website is your digital home base, so it makes your business look legit. Central place to send people. It has host, blog links, forums, content, all of that, and as well as it works as your home base online. All right. That's why I wanted to explain what it does because it's different. You can totally see that a funnel compared to a digital home base or website, whatever, is completely two different things, right? Now, the hidden gem that lies within the actual web page itself, and when we're building the website tonight, is that it actually has a blog inside of it. So you see how I said host blogs? That's literally what it does. And it's actually a blog site. So the blog pages, what I'm going to explain tonight, are website pages, and they can be fully styled like a full site. It builds SEO, and it's perfect for travel content and education, and you can easily update it every time. Okay. So the reason I say this, the blog features, because I like to show you guys that it's not just a website, it can also be a blog too. Like it has several different things that it can be, no matter what your type of niche is. All right. Now, along with that, I'm going to show you guys tonight how to look professional with the custom domain. Now, I use Namecheap. I'll pull up a website to show you. I use Namecheap to buy all of my domains. Okay. And it will actually show you how to connect the domain on the actual system.io. But I buy them in here. Okay. And then when I buy it in here, you have to go in and then modify it. Now, I'm going to tell you, let me go here real quick. I'm going to tell you on system.io, it'll actually show you where to go and like it'll tell you what to do. Let me explain. Okay. For the custom domain, this is the part that I'm going to talk about now. If you choose later on to build your custom domain, it's in your settings right here. And then you're going to come down to where it says custom domains. Pretty self-explanatory. Okay. Now, this is the original one that was automatically built. If I shared it without using it, it would literally just look like this. Like that's the website link. If you don't want to pay for a website link right now, like the domain, this is what it will look like. Okay. But you actually have to come in here and get one approved. So let me explain. Let me see. Okay. Now, you see this where it says read this article, learn how to set it up? I'm just going to open that. We'll go back to that in a second. Yeah, I know. It's not going to let me do it because I only have one. Dang. Wait, there we go. So you would hit the submit button, and then it's going to look like this where it says pending, and then you'll hit show instructions. And then you see this right here. This is what you have to put into Namecheap. Now, I know it's a little complicated, so you could click on this article right there, and it will look like this. If you scroll down, it'll literally tell you, it tells you how to do it. Okay, then you take that stuff. Then you just click to the one that you used. If you use GoDaddy, Cloudflare, Ionos, whatever. We use Namecheap for my example, right? And watch, it tells you exactly how to connect it. So the reason I want to show you that is because I want you to show you that it's not hard. Do you have to get a custom domain? No, but if you decide to, basically that's what I just want to get to. I don't want you guys to think it's very hard. Honestly, it was very easy to do. And then if you want to make sure you did it right afterwards, you could go to a website that it's called dnschecker.com. Where is it at? dnschecker.org, sorry. Here it is. And then you could just type in your website like this, Ash Knows Travel. And then we'll do CM name. And if it's correct, you'll see how it all dictates back to posting. Okay. So you guys could do like that. You don't have to do that, but I want you to understand later on if you decide, all right, now I want to add a domain. I want to show you it's pretty easy. Yes. Can we all agree? It's pretty easy, right? Just copy and paste, you check it, you're good to go. It'll tell you if it's right. So that is how we build a custom domain in there. Okay. Now, custom domains are very, very important because later on, if you decide that you want to start emailing people, you have to have a custom domain in order to email them. That comes apart with this right here. Okay. So I verified my domain. It'll tell you how to do so. It'll tell you what to put in there to verify it. This is what triggers the email. So then my email that I already have set up for my domain is ash@passports2profits. It's verified, okay? But I've done my other emails in the past, but I'm going to tell you something. You see how it says it has to authenticate the domain? These Gmails do not work. This one would work. I still need to verify it because it's a travel with Dash, but these two Gmails didn't work. I was using it for something else. I was trying to try it out. Oh, there it is. The email testing. That's why it's there. But basically, what I want you guys to understand is that you have to verify your email address in order to send emails through here, and you have to verify your domain first, and then it'll verify the email after. So if you want to do something like emails, you have to do the custom domain in order to get an email. Okay. Now, do you have to do all of that? No. Okay. I don't want you to think you have to do all of that. I just want you to understand how it works. All right. Now, let's go ahead and start getting into system.io. So if you decide that you want to, start with system.io, you technically don't have to do a custom domain or email in the beginning. You can just start building stuff and then add it later. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is what the tabs can do, and then I'm going to explain the funnel and the website. Okay, now let me look at the time here. Oh, I'm doing good. All right, let's go. All right, so the first part they have is the dashboard. That's what I'm on. They also have an affiliate dashboard and a student dashboard. The student dashboard is obviously free to learn, and then they have an affiliate side. So if you pay for it, you can actually refer other people and it'll give you an affiliate link, and then you can make income too. Cool, right? But if you have it for free, there's no point of that. Now, the next part they have under the dashboard is the CRM. These are all of your contacts, your tags. I'll explain tags in a second, your pipelines, and then your calendar. Now, for the contacts, I'm not going to open it up because I don't want to open up anybody's emails, etc. So then we're going to come in and we have the pipelines, which is how things flow, and then the tags. Like I said, you get one tag. So my tag here is new leads, right? I have 243. There's 4 I removed. I didn't make any sales on them. But the new lead is how I know when they come in. This new lead goes into the newsletter and the campaigns. That's where it ties into. Okay. And then they have pipelines. Now, I don't have any pipelines, but you can build a pipeline to where it leads to other places if you choose to. And then the calendar. I don't have any events, but they do have it in here where you can have the calendar and you can actually have people schedule inside here too. Yeah. All right. Now, this isn't going to be like calendar or anything. It's going to be like one event at a time. So don't get too crazy with that. But let's move on to the tabs. Now, the next thing that they have are websites. They have self funnels, creator store, and blogs. Now, they recently just came out with the actual website feature. So I'll show you guys that one. But when I built my actual original one, I actually built it in a blog site. So you guys could do it that way. And then they have the sales funnels, which we'll get into, and then creator stores. Okay, the next tabs after that are newsletters, campaigns, etc. But before I continue, let's get started on this first part. Okay, now the website, like I said, I built mine originally in the blog site. They didn't have websites when I first started this, so I'm not about to switch it, but it's very easy to set up. Create feature. Let's just say Ash Knows Travel. Okay, domain, we'll just start with Travel with Ash. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, and then save. Now, you can choose your template so you don't have to build it from scratch, or you can build it from scratch if you choose to. But for this setting, we'll just choose a template. Cool. Thank you. All right, there you go. Now, it's already setting it up for me. Wow. Okay, then you just go in and edit it, guys. It's very simple. It actually even has the About page, which is different, the Contact page, the legal page, the pricing, error page, and then log in, sign up. It's not bad, right? You can go in here and you can edit it. That's it. That's all you have to really do. You could do pop-ups in here. You could do the style settings. Now, I'm not going to sit here and build this whole website for you, but can you tell how easy it is? Yeah, that's free. That comes in here. You get one free website. Yeah, cool. All right, now they have text. You can put text in here. Let me go back to the page because that page was horrible. All right, so we have text that we can do. Let's see in here. If we were to edit this, we could unpublish it, settings. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. If you want to add an extra page, you can do so. Um, let's see if I can come in and just click on something. Okay, we could do that. All right, cool. And then let me do style. We have form fields, layout, buttons, themes and colors. Wow, this is like, I feel like the website part of it is way nicer than the blog site. So I really feel like I should go back in and like dedicate myself, but wow, let's not go too deep, shall we? Okay. All right. Now, if I want to come in here and I want to add something, so let's just say if we're going to click on this, let's go in. Come back here. Here we go. That's what I'm trying to get to. So if I'm clicking on something here, okay, I'm going to hit back. And now we have elements and blocks. So if I want to add in text, I just drag in the text box. It'll add a text box. Good. See how it has that blue line? There you go. Now add a text box, right? Okay. You can delete it. It's very easy. Content box. You can add images. You can add videos, audio, carousels, columns, all of this, forms. I mean, they have everything, literally everything. Facebook comments. You can add your threads, your survey. You can have a survey. You can have a countdown. You can have a menu. You can have the raw HTML. So if you want to code, and then you can even have the facts. And then it has your little logos at the bottom. And if I click on this, watch, I just go in there. It says open URL. Then I would just put like www. Whatever, just like that. Boom. And then it would automatically save into that. You just have to hit save and then exit. Okay. So I feel like the website is probably the easiest to build, and you guys could really come in here and do whatever you want with this. Okay. So with the blocks, unless you pay for them, they actually don't work. But if you click on the part where it says my blocks, and if you build something, you can save it as a block. And like I've also saved like the let's do this sign up, so I can just go back in and click it. And it makes it to where you could just take it and just like drag it in there and drop it in. And that's my TikTok, right? And to save something like a block, you could just go like this and then, go like this and hit save, and then it will create a block. So that is just some things that you guys can do. You can also edit it on your phone. Okay. This is the phone version. You have to edit on both. And it'll just basically, oh my gosh, allow you to create an entire website, like just like that. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to walk you through how to create every step of it. That's a whole separate training. Can we agree with that? So I'm not going to go that in depth on it, but I just want you to understand that it's very easy to build and it's available for you to do so. Okay. You're allowed to have one of those. Now, sales funnel is completely different. Now, I've actually built a sales funnel, so I will show it to you. Let me click view funnel. And this is my sales funnel for new agents. So you're one step away. This is an automatic pop-up. If they think you're going to leave, it'll pop up letting you know don't leave. But I built this on system.io. So it has instant access, meet your guide, etc. And then if we go in, put our information in, has my little welcome video, etc. And then let's go. And it keeps going. Now, the idea of a funnel is that you continue to go. So up next, they watch this video and it has another step. And then they watch this video and it has another step. Now, I'm going to tell you something about this. Y'all don't go in here and sign up for this because it tells me every time that you do. Okay? Please don't use all of my little sign up contact boxes looking at this. But I want you to understand basically what you can do inside of this. Okay? This is my team building one. I use it mostly for team, but you could use it for whatever. You could use it if you wanted to do like, what else is there? I would say it's like a travel sales funnel, how to bring them down step by step. Just talk to ChatGPT and say, how can I use this for my niche in order to build it? Okay. Now, that is how to do the sales funnel version. Now, to show you how to build it, it's very easy. It automatically starts with the steps that are in place. How they opt in, it'll give you like the actual, let me see. So I'm only allowed to have one funnel. I don't know if it'll let me create another one. Oh no, I can have another funnel. Sure. No. So build an audience, sell. Dang, why did I do my whole government name like that? Build an audience, sell, custom, run an evergreen webinar if you pay for that. But we're going to do it to build an audience. This doesn't matter because we're not collecting money, but okay. Now we have my own little personal funnel. Great. Now let's go in there and just like open it up, shall we? Okay. Now it automatically starts with an opt-in page. It lets you pick which one you want, or you can build your own from scratch. And then the opt-in page, after you opt in, it's a thank you, right? And then you just go down. So it tells you it has the opt-in page first, and then you have the sales, right? Opt-in, thank you. And then we have the pop line, and it tells you how to build it. Now, what I'm going to tell you is to talk to ChatGPT before you build a funnel. Do not build this on your own because there's certain parts of the funnel that goes into place. So let me show you. Let me get rid of this. Go away. All right. So for mine, for example, opt-in page and then a thank you for signing up. How travel agents get paid. Ultimate sales perks. How to get started. One second. All right, and then it goes down to the sales page, how to get started, meeting setup, and then invite thank you page, right? But what I'm trying to explain to you is that ChatGPT will tell you how to build this. This is something that took me a long time to build, and I've kind of perfected it over time. But it is capable, and you can set them up just like this for sales. If they opt in, you can thank you for joining, and then how I would say like why book with me, what services you offer, what kind of trip they want. It's like an opt-in form, meeting setup, thank you. Like you could do that all the way through, no matter if it's team building or sales. Okay, so that is how funnels work. I'm not going to show you exactly how to build a funnel because that would take us hours. That's a whole training. But I want you to know that they're very easy to set up and they all come with different templates. So if you don't know how you want to run it, that's fine. But there's something in particular that you have to know for each funnel step. Let me see if I can edit the page. All right, so inside here, it's kind of the similar as building a website. You can build it into sections. So you have to start out with the section and then put in columns, etc. So like this is a section right here, and it kind of works the same for the website. So you build a section, and then you can put a row inside of there, or you can even put columns inside of there, and it will build it out. Then you go in there and you put what in there. Now this is something that you're going to learn over time to. Oh no, don't delete that. Learn over time to do. Okay. We don't really have too much time to sit here and build a whole funnel, but you guys can get the general idea. I gotta get rid of this section. Oh, well, we just won't save anything. Okay, then after that, inside of there, you can put an image, you could do videos, audio, you could do photo carousels. It's kind of the same thing. And then you just build it. So, like this one is a section here, this is a row, and then I built 3 rows with 4 columns, right? And then come down under here, and this is a button. The button is, where did the button go? Down here. No, I lost it. Button, form input, checkbox. They even have the check thing here, and then horizontal lines. That's what that is. Countdown menus, etc. Okay, very easy to build. They also have the mobile version, which mine looks like crap, as you can see. So they have the mobile version as well, so you can edit it, and then you can even go in and see what it looks like if you want to preview it to see what it looks like. Okay. So that is all that it really does. And I mean, honestly, that is quite a bit for a funnel. Can we agree? Now, let me go back here and just hit exit. Do you want to know? Leave. All right, so that is the funnel part. That's the other part. Now, they does have a creator store if you ever want to sell something. But I'm going to tell you, the original one that I set up was a blog site. And this is kind of what it looks like. It's not the one that I originally built because I got frustrated one day and just got rid of everything and combined it to ashknowstravel.com. So it doesn't exist anymore. But it's very easy to do the exact same thing with the website. You can do with the blog. Let's see. I don't think it's going to let me build another blog. So you can, I'm just going to show you like this. So you can select your templates. You can build it from scratch if you want to. But you could select the template to build the blog. And then you can even turn the blog into a website/blog site. So if I open this, this is the one I've already created. It has posts and it also has pages. So the posts are the blogs. The pages is like a website. It has a home page. It has post lists. You can build them all. You can create more. You can edit these. It's like the same thing. And then it even has categories. So the categories is going to help you kind of put where your blogs, where they go. So like the post, it'll have a category here, and then you can categorize them. And inside the pages, when you do it like a blog, like if you go like in here, and we're editing, yes, sure. Okay, so this is just the basics of it. But inside the blog, what makes it different from the website is, let's just say I want to add my blogs in. You could do your latest blogs here, and it will look like that. You could even do a post listing, to where it's going to have them exactly the same, I guess. Lays its coast, and then they have a table of contents. Is what I'm trying to get to. You can make it look really cool. So that's the only difference between the website and the blog site is that you can actually go in. Can we use these? I don't think we can use these. Oh no. Um, but you can actually go in and add your blog inside of your website. If you do it like a website, it's not going to give you this feature. Okay. So those are the differences between the blogs and the websites, and they all build the same. They all have the same ad rows, sections, etc. No matter what you're using, it just comes down to how you want to build it. If you want a blog site with the website included, do that. If you want just a website, start here. It just depends on how you do that. Now, moving on, shall we? We're almost done. So let's just say we've kind of built into it. We set up a custom domain. We got the emails rolling in, and now we've got contacts coming in, and we have tagged them to be new prospects. So now we need to start emailing them. So the way we would pull them in is through the funnel. On my funnel, at the bottom of it, it'll say something along the lines of, let's say, let me just view this stuff. No, it's not going to be here. It's going to be the opt-in page. You see this part of the opt-in page where it says enter your name and email? That's how I get my tag. So they enroll to my funnel, or they enroll to your website, or they sign up for your VIP, whatever you have. And then when they put their name, email, and then they enter inside of it, you will form a tag. Okay, so let me go back here. Okay. So we got the email coming in, their contacts now, and then you'll set it up. Okay, you have to talk to ChatGPT, but basically, like I'm going to show you. Actually, it's way easier for me to just show you. But like, let's just say no, don't do that. So if they click this button right here, you see where it says to the next step, and then you see where it says add automation rule. That's where it will automatically enroll them. Okay, now I actually don't have one set up, which is weird because it's automatically doing it, so I'm not sure why. But you see where it said add automation rule, add a tag, choose the tag, new lead, save rule. That's how it should be. I don't know why it's not there. But you get one automation rule. That's why, because I have another one. Okay, fine. But that's how you do it. You just add a tag. Now they're they're new leads. Okay. This is an automatically opt-in form, so that's why I don't have to do that. So delete that. It automatically opts them in. You see how I clicked it right here? That means automatically opting them in and taking them to the next step. But that's what you do with it. That's exactly how you set it up. Okay. Now, continuing back to what we were doing. So let's just say we got a contact, they enrolled, we set them up automatically, it sets them up as a tag. Now these tags, they have to do something with them. What are we going to do? We need to keep them warm. So we're going to set up what we call a campaign. The campaign will carry them through. It has emails that goes out. Look at all the emails it's sent out. Oof, look at the rates it's opened it to. I didn't even know it was sending out emails like that. Wow, it takes time to track this stuff. So like, I'll tell you with the funnels, like when I really went really hard on the funnels, I was doing pretty good with them, but it is a lot of work and it's a lot of updating and maintaining. I'm not gonna lie, but it sets up a campaign. So they enroll the tag. It'll tell the tag. I'll show you guys this in a second. With the rules, you'll tell the tag every time they get enrolled, set them up for the campaign, and it will automatically enroll them, and it will start it out just like this. Okay. Now, moving on. Okay. Now, if you're one of those people who want to do newsletters, you can also do newsletters. Now, my newsletters I use for my new agents, ironically, just to tell them how to kind of get started. But this is the A/B test. You can see which one works better. But I will tell you, you can also use these for clients if you want to. Go away. Sure. If you want to use it for clients to send them newsletters, like you want to enroll them, you can do that here. But the issue that's going to lie is that you manually have to do it because it's not going to add it as a tag. The tag only works for one time, so you have to do new clients or new agents. That's why I say do like different accounts, okay? Because it's too hard to kind of get more than one tag. Like I don't want you guys to have to pay for it. So you guys can do newsletters, which is a little bit different from a campaign. They kind of work the same, but they're meant to be like an actual newsletter, not like here's my email kind of deal. Okay, so you guys can do that inside of there, and you can even check your statistics and see how well it's doing. Now, I don't have SMS features. I don't pay for that, so I'm not going to cover that one. But I want to explain to you how the automations work so you kind of understand what that's meant for. Now, this right here is the funnel step from subscribed button. If they do that enrollment, it is a double opt-in form. So it's going to take them to the next step, but it also enrolls them into the new lead. Now, I have it set up to automatically, after they enroll, they subscribe to my campaign, so they get emails. You see how that works? That's the automation rule. You get one of these rules per free account. Okay. Now, the workflows work a little differently, and it kind of like carries out through like a pipeline. Now, I don't have one in here, but my first trigger would be, let's just say the tag was added. They became a new lead, create. Then I can even come in here and say action. We can even split the path. We can delay it, and then we can give them an action. Okay, well, they went ahead and they enrolled. So this is just another way to build it. Like if you don't want to do an automation role, you can have a workflow too. Subscribe to campaign. You can even do send them an email. You can send them an SMS. You can enroll them to a course. You can reverse the course. You can add a pipeline to the stage. Like you see where we're going? It has a lot of different things, but that's what a workflow does. So you could do a workflow in your automations or rules. Okay. Now, assets are going to be for the stores. I have a course that I used to use back in the day. Like I used to do my courses through here, and they're free. You can do one of those. So if you want to do it for your new agents or maybe your new clients or whatever you want to do it for, I don't care. You can do that. Okay. And they even have students. You can have students and you can track your students and where they go. How cool is that? And then you can also do communities. So if you want to build your own community, you can do that. You can have one free community, and then that's just your files. Okay. So sales, that's more of the stores. We don't really do that, but that's it. That's System.io. That was probably a lot, huh? And I understand that it was a lot, but I want you guys to know all possibilities. I didn't know about System.io until System.io was like way more popular than it should have been. So I'm going to let you guys know, hey, you can build your own website. You just have to have the ability to actually sit down and learn how to use a tool. So with that, I want to make sure, do you guys feel like you can actually use the tool now? Do you feel a little bit better? Yeah. I know it's a lot, but you need to sit down and actually go and learn how to use it. That's what I always tell you guys. When you guys are learning things from me, you guys go in there and you're like, all right, I got a little bit of information. I didn't know about this tool. Let me start using it. And whatever your weak spots are, that's how I want you to use the tool. Okay. Now, Thursday, now my trainings next month or for this month are Tuesday and Thursday, mostly because I'm traveling. And I really want to do very big, like detailed content instead of just giving you a bunch of trainings. So on Thursday at 5 p.m. PST, we're going to be using AI to plan faceless content. I am really big on faceless content and I go viral faceless content all the time. So I want to show you guys how I use AI to plan my faceless content to just make it way easier for you guys. All right. So make sure you hop on January 8th on Thursday at 5 p.m. PST. You can join me live to learn about how to build AI content. All right. So if you have questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. I will not be meeting with people separately how to build System.io. Okay. I don't have enough time in my day. I barely have enough time for me, myself, and I. Okay. So take what you can from this training, watch some more YouTubes, attend their academy inside of there, learn more about it, play around with it, and you guys can all master System.io. And I hope it helps you guys. If you feel like this has definitely helped you, make sure you like this video, share it with your teams, and also comment that if it helped you so that I know how to teach more on it. Now, next month, we can go in more depth if you want on how to build a funnel, how to build a website, etc. in System.io. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. But I hope this helped. And now I'm going to head over to my studio. So if you have any questions or comment, please comment them in the chat box so I can see you there. And I will see you guys on Thursday at 5 p.m. PST. Thank you so much for hopping on, and I'll see you then.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up.